Hi guys, welcome to another video. So today we'll take a look at another replay, which will be a 1v1 with Folsson once again. It's the third game that I have saved here, and it's the last game against Folsson, as you can see, that will be played at 100% game speed. So let's take a look on that. Of course, it's on Dark Side Forest. We probably both played random once again, so we will have to see what race we will actually play. As you can see, it's Empire. So we already saw each of the races played, but I actually didn't play Empire in any of the replays against Folsson yet. So that's actually another thing that we will see now. And let's take a look. Folsson is playing as Fallen, so that's also something I think we didn't see yet. Fallen against Empire. So this will be interesting. We'll see what strategies we will decide to go for. Folsson probably just standard balance strategy. Since he burned himself in the first game with the economy strategy and fast expansion, he's probably not risking it again, so just going for a quick balance strategy, and of course I'm doing that as well. To be honest, I'm not sure if we played all of these games. I mean all the 5 replays that I have with Folsson in one row, probably maybe the first 3, since they are all at 100%, we maybe played in the row, and then the last 2 in another session, so maybe it was not all at once, but that doesn't really matter. We are still probably playing random in all games, so that shouldn't really change anything. So as you can see, Folsson going for a quick hive, just spamming more harvesters on gold, so this is really standard second hive. You already know this if you watched the basic build orders, so nothing really crazy. 750 going for farm, making second barracks in the back, now transferring at 8 peasants to gems. I mean new peasants will be going to gems. After we make 2 for gems mine, we will go for wood as well. We don't see any early scouting. We'll see if I will take this peasant and go scout. Probably not. I usually want to go for more resources in these games, so that's exactly what is going to happen here. And once I have some swordsmen, I will of course scout with them. And of course Fallen going for hive stingers. Not really using this one. This is really poor multitasking once again. He should be definitely already scouting. He had small break here. He wanted to make this soul scrap as soon as possible, but this is interesting. I think we didn't saw this from Folsson yet, didn't see it, because he didn't go for incubator. He usually does that. Now he went for immediate soul scrap, so we will see what strategy he decides to go for in this game. But he's going once again on the sides. Of course we are across the map, so it will take a little bit longer to actually find each other, but he has a ton of hive stingers, so he will really quickly cover the whole map. Of course I also have quite a bit of swordsmen immediately, so definitely I will also find him really quickly, but I still want to see what strategy he actually goes for with this soul scrap, because I'm not sure if he's going for nightmares or maybe really quick avengers. Of course he probably didn't even know that I'm Empire, so now he found out. We'll see if he will change the strategy a little bit after finding this, but as you can see, his research is not really building anything. Once again he's focusing on his hive stingers. Not the best multitasking. Of course here he will swarm the swordsman, so this one will die, but I'm still trying to scout a little bit. Now I should probably start retreating, because I saw a ton of units really close to my base, but I'm probably still able to repel it with just these 4 swordsmen. I'm building second farm, going for the stone keep upgrade of my town hall, so I can unlock some better units. And this is interesting, he's actually going for third hive, even though he made a soul scrap, so I don't know what the reason behind this soul scrap was, but now I actually found out about it with this swordsman. I was probably also looking for Champion of the Avenger, or at least Vengeance Hall, but I didn't find anything, so I mean, I know that he has a soul scrap. I should probably prepare for some stronger units eventually, but right now it's not that important because he's not really using it. He just has the soul scrap. That's not really a threat to me. But as you can see, a ton of hive stingers. That is really dangerous, so I should probably prepare for that. But as you can see, I'm making a scout tower, which will be a watchtower soon, and then of course hive stinger won't do anything against that. He could counter it with hive spitters, but even hive spitters have a really hard time against human towers, so that's not going to work too well for him. He's checking the expansion if I didn't play a quick expansion strategy here. But he didn't find anything, so maybe he will wait a little bit, get some more units, or maybe even retreat. Sorry for those Discord sounds. I will go mute it if it happens again. He's going for the Vengeance Hall now. So maybe he wants to go for these Avengers or Nightmares. But he also makes a Deformer near his expansion position. So maybe he will go for expansion. He's also scouting all the routes. I'm staying pretty defensive here, which is not great because of course I'm pushed back. But I'm trying to at least scout with one swordsman, even though he's holding me back in my town. We'll see what I will do with this one hive stinger. Maybe I'll just kill him, but he'll probably bring all of them there, which would at least give me the vision of his army so I know what he has. But he's not really doing that. He just let me kill it. Now he will actually show me the army, which is really nice. I know that he has a ton of hive stingers now. Of course I won't be able to run away, but now I just need to actually produce some priests and I should be able to destroy that. I'm also going for Phoenix, really interesting of course choice, but it's really important. I kind of sacrificed the quick gnome workshop and didn't go for catapults, but instead I went for a Phoenix so I can scout the map and actually find out if he has an expansion. I will probably get a little bit scared once I find this unholy ground, but there is no dark fortress. So this Deformer doesn't really mean anything. He's just spamming more units and now he's going for these Avengers. It's actually still pretty soon, so it will be really hard to counter. I still don't have even the gnome workshop, so I don't have any catapults to counter it. Now I will find out about this and I either need to start making a ton of pikemen, or I will need to get to these catapults really quickly. But I still have no workshop, so we'll see how I will handle this. I think I have trailblazing. I'm not sure at the 100% speed it's not that visible. The priests are actually also moving pretty quickly, but maybe I don't have actually trailblazing yet. But this is really good for me. It's not the biggest space, and he has much more units. Of course I also have priests, so it's really good for me to fight in this place. I will kill all of his units. Not the best micromanagement, so I lost maybe like 1 or 2 swordsmen there, but overall I definitely saved lots of units while he lost basically his whole army. He has towers here, so I will probably not push there, even though I maybe don't know about them yet, but I have the Phoenix, so it should be no problem. Of course he's already producing the Avengers. I'm finally going for the gnome workshop and also making pikemen, so I decided to go for both. Here I actually decided to push, even though he doesn't have an expansion here. I was really scared that he actually does, because he built the towers here. But as you can see, I'm just destroying the towers, even though he tried to go on my priests. I just micromanaged it decently here, moved away and easily was able to probably not lose a single unit here and destroy both the towers, while also destroying his whole army before. Now he actually should have probably attacked the pikemen. Maybe he would kill one. Because the Hive Stingers won't do anything in this small amount anyways anymore, so at least he would help his Avengers a little bit, but now he's just totally relying on the Avengers. He removed the control form, so he doesn't have population for another Avenger, but he's moving them here, the summoners, so he will make control forms really soon. Of course, since I don't have catapults yet, now I have one, but it's really far away, so it will take like a minute before I get here. I cannot really fight him. He can just stand here behind the hives and shoot me with his Avenger. So this is really hard for me to push. Actually I have also armor aura, which is really nice for the whole army. So here I can either go for expansion or go for catapults, as I said, which I will probably do. Or actually he doesn't even have any anti-air, so that will also be an option, but Valkyries do basically 0 damage to Avengers. And the last option, let's say, would be of course the expansion, which maybe I will do later, but I don't think so, since I have a much larger army. He can of course keep spamming Avengers, but I think I will be able to defeat them if I can lurk them out like this, maybe attack on them from the side. That could also work, but I'm already bringing my catapult, so that should be fine. He has one tower, actually 2 of them in the back. But that's not too dangerous because, as I said, they are in the back. He's kinda killing me here, not the best fight. You cannot really fight with melee units against Avengers. That's just a suicide, and he has the unholy regenerations here, so even if I hit him, he will actually heal up pretty quickly. As you can see, it's like 3 HP per second, which is of course slower than a priest heal, but it's AoE on this whole ground, and it doesn't cost any mana or anything. So now I just need to keep spamming more catapults. If I had more resources, maybe an expansion, I would definitely build a gnome workshop or even two here in the front line, so I can spam a little bit faster, but that's not the case, so I will just keep sending it. As you can see, it's dealing a ton of damage, but I have full mana on all priests, so unless he kills something, this doesn't really matter. I just need to keep shooting with the catapult. Of course, he can also kill that, but then he'll take more damage. I still have heals for my catapult as well, even though catapults take only 50% heal. But now I have 2 catapults. I should be able to produce them quicker than he does with the Avengers, even though he has 2 production buildings for it. He's actually not using one of the Avengers here. Now he killed the priest and swordsman. But as you can see, I'm quite well damaging them here. Now I decided to push with everything, which was probably a decent idea, because I should be able to kill all of this. He killed 1 swordsman with aura, but now I have 2 more. Actually also pikeman with aura for some attack speed, which is really nice. As you can see, I'm just pushing him back once I have this the pikeman here in the front. They are actually doing the damage pretty quickly. Now I just need to get there with my catapults to destroy the lightning spire, but he has really annoying build of his town, so it's really hard for me to move between the buildings. This is definitely not too efficient for me to fight like this. I'm losing a ton of units for no reason, but I mean, he's already dead. He lost his gathering. He has dimension gate. Maybe he wanted to go for expansion here with aerial, but I stopped that. I destroyed the 1 tower. There is 1 more in the back, but I can just kill this with the catapults. Probably more are coming, so I will also destroy the vengeance hall, so we cannot produce new Avengers, and eventually we will just easily push this. Even though he killed all the priests, so now I won't be able to heal. He's not doing the best micromanage here. Of course, he could be shooting me more effectively and losing less HP, but to be honest, against catapults it's not that easy as against trolls, because first of all, catapults have a bigger circle of impact, so the AoE damage that appears when they actually hit ground, it's bigger, so it will always damage the Avenger at least a little bit, which is not that serious, but still at least some damage will be there. If you have a ton of catapults, it's actually pretty dangerous. And also catapults have longer range, actually the longest range of all the siege units, so it's even harder to actually get in the range with your Avenger to shoot the catapult. But for example, trolls have faster attack speed than catapults, so that's another advantage of trolls. So every unit has something, but overall I have more catapults, so he probably wouldn't have a chance here anyways. Yeah, but once again, a really nice game. Basically still the same strategy. You find out about the enemy situation, if he wants to go for expansion or he wants to rush you or whatever. He's fortifying his base, going for stronger units like here. Even though this was a really nice combination what he did. Of course, it was a balanced strategy, but basically it was a combination of, let's say, a rush and a defense strategy, because he went for stronger units, which were the Avengers, which you would expect with a defense strategy, but with Fallen you usually don't want to fortify your base with 5 towers and go for strong units. So the way that he did it, so he could be producing here the Avengers, he instead just keep pushing me with with his Hive Stingers. He maintained pressure, and with that he was able to keep me away for long enough time to get to the Avengers. Unfortunately for him, I had stronger army eventually, and I had a little bit better micromanagement. I managed to kill all the Hive Stingers there. Also, my army was kind of a counter, so I was able to destroy him. But he got to the Avengers actually pretty well and effectively. So let's take a look at the results. We have units 64, 35, not even the double, but it's still a really good kill ratio, of course. A little bit larger army, nice experience. I had multiple swordsmen and even pikemen with auras, so this was really nice. He maybe had level 2 on Hive Stingers, but definitely not too much experience gathered here. 18 minutes, probably maybe even the longest game that we had yet in the replays, but it's still pretty short, below 20 minutes, so really standard for researches. He actually didn't make a single upgrade for his units. He was just trying to spam as many of them, even though in the end he actually didn't have that much more produced. And resources, still the same. He didn't have expansion, I also didn't have expansion, so it's the same. And actually here you can see we have the exact same amount of gems harvested, which is really interesting, but it somehow happened. In the games before he always had a little bit less, so now he managed to fix that and somehow it landed on the exact same number, which is really interesting and nice. But yeah, overall a really nice game. I hope you once again learned something from it, because there's the reason why I'm doing these commentary replays of high level PvP 1v1s and 2v2s. And next time we'll take a look at the fourth game with Folsson, I believe, which will be the first one with 75 game speed. So maybe there will be a little bit less mistakes. Maybe it will be a little bit more interesting. We'll see. But once again, I don't remember the races that we'll be playing there. So we will need to wait and see in the next video. So thanks for watching and take care, guys.